It's your girl Lisa Lashae, and welcome to my second podcast with L and B Live. This is called Lucy Lashae, the LP and live show experience. Pretty much it's the reintroduction of myself as a female MC, encouraging all the artists out there to continue to do what you do. I decided to do what? Create an album that's going to be inspirational. So I got kind of, you get what I'm saying, stagnant with making the music because, life happens. It's our passion until you figure out how to turn it into profits. It could get a little lucrative. It could get a little expensive. So definitely got depressed. But then went and made myself my own home studio. Shouts out to a Guitar Center that is down here. I believe that's what it is. That's where I got my equipment from. Set up my home studio. And I just started writing. I went to freebeats.io. Artists, that's important. If you don't have the excessive $100 here, 500 there for exclusive beats, you get what I'm saying? You have to test your sound. So I just started vibing with some valuable beats, and I ran across this one that said it was called Won't Stop. So that's basically how it happened. Once I hit play on that thing, it's just like the music talks to you. So it's like when I heard it, boom, boom, boom. I can't stop. I won't stop. I can't stop. Don't stop the music. Yeah, my significant other, he was in there, so he helped me kind of cultivate that call and response. Because once I said, those couple bars on the hook, so those couple words on the hook, he definitely came in with "Don't Stop the Music." So we're going to pause it right here so we can go ahead and get into that track. I'm going to let y'all listen to the hook as well as the first verse. I can't give y'all all my stuff on the podcast because what will be the experience of waiting for the album. So I'm going to prime y'all and pump y'all to get y'all ready for my album. Shop with Lucy Lashae. L&B Life. Ha. Let's get this. I won't stop. I can't stop. I won't stop. I can't stop. 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 I can't stop. I don't. Hey. Yeah, I used to stay up all night dreaming about this. Then I woke up and started living this. Listen. Like Martin Luther King Jr., you should live your dream. Some of us die, some of us woke, some of you live, some of you won't, huh? Get it? Live your dream. Untapped dreams, you know what I mean? If the mic was in your hand, given the opportunity, could you? Nah, me. So call me Lucy Lou. I rock the mic like 1, 2, check. 90 seconds, somebody this booth. 90 seconds to hear Lucy Lou, huh? Back into you. Hip hop, stay loving my crew, huh? So do you? Buckle up, huh? Ride the pressure. Mic check. 1, 2. Alright, so that's what that was. That's called Don't Stop the Music. That's going to be the first track on the album. Inspirational to everybody out there in this music game. If you're an indie artist, trust me, stay in the game. It ain't always about a deal. It's understanding the music business. So the first time you get on that stage, you can do what? Log your own show as a songwriter and live performer with merch. Come on now. Y'all know that's dope. So yeah. Don't Stop the Music was very inspirational. I fell in love with the lyrics. Put the pen to the paper, fire. I can write this music forever and not retire. Listen, I'm giving y'all a few verses of the second verse. You get what I'm saying? Work for hire is pretty much a position in the music industry where a songwriter writes the song and you're actually able to perform the song. So if the song doesn't work for the songwriter, guess what? Then somebody else can rehearse the song and perform the song, and they'll become, you get what I'm saying, the performing artist for that single. I think Neo wrote Irreplaceable for Beyonce. I know Rihanna has, you get what I'm saying, written some things for other artists, and she has songwriters. So just trying to, drop some knowledge. After I recorded that song, I felt really good. So I came back that next night and I wrote another one. And this one was called Change. So we're going to go ahead and jump into Change right now. It's a little neo soul. I'm a female MC, but also I got my degree in this thing. So I'm all over the place with music. I love classical music, gospel, hip hop, rap. I'm trying to tap into all genres. I'm not trying to be boxed in, if you know what I mean. So here we go. Yep. Just believe. Just believe. Yeah. Let's get it. My life gon' change, and I know my life gon' change. Just believe. Just believe. I know your life gon' change, and I know your life gon' change. Just believe, just believe, just believe. I know your life gon' change, and I know your life gon' change. Just believe, just believe. You know what? I downloaded the instrumental, so that'll be a track y'all gotta wait on. But that's the hook though. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess. All praises to the Most High. I am so blessed. Yeah, let's get it. Shots out to freebeats.io. That's the only thing that I know. When it came to making these tracks, I've been in this shit and real rap. All right, we're going to stop it right there. That's your girl trying to freestyle because of the fact that I thought that I pulled Change on here, but sometimes you just got to go with the flow because our creator knows the most. So he didn't want y'all to hear that for free. It'll be on Don't Stop the Music. Yep. Album. All right, so how that came along is just basically giving myself some inspiration. When I heard a track, I thought, you get what I'm saying, just believe, just believe. And I'm going to also tell you, I do sing alto range, but what y'all can do is plug in with me right now at SoundCloud, Lucy Lashae. Y'all see how to spell it. It's inverse right here, but it is Lashae. Drop that Y, add that E. That's what I'm talking about. All of the singles that I have pretty much written and done, you can get raw edits, professional edits, re-edits, universal edits, whatever edits, even the instrumental. Just go check me out. A lot of people say, well, why don't you have music out? I have one single out. The single is called Broken in the Dark. Broken in the Dark, I was able to basically take a song that I had created in a studio and shop it to a business, and they used it as a jingle, and the campaign ran for over a year and a half. You get what I'm saying? Your girl was on WFMY in Greensboro every day, all day, with that song, as well as on 102 Jams 1510. I think it made what's the other 93.1, a rock station. It was pretty much like a good run. Like, it was very, very, very great. And it got your girl some royalty checks that was very, very, very great. So outside of that, I kind of was a songwriter on not a track, but an album called Mightier Than Me. So I've been affiliated with a rock band as a artist manager. Okay. So I got a percentage of songwriting royalties on this run. I wasn't performing, but I was always with them, either the door girl, load in, load out, learned a lot in this game. But it was, like I said, lucrative. It was getting upfront show money, then behind the scenes, you get what I'm saying, royalty check money. I'm trying to drop some gems to you guys because I don't want y'all to stay broke. there's a generational wealth gap that you guys don't know about. And if I don't tell you how to make this music and get lucrative with it, you ain't gonna understand. You'll be in this rat race forever. But yeah, that was Change. We're gonna get into this next one called Street Code. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it, and then it's a funny story because I am corporate. You get what I'm saying? I shop my jingle, to represent a company. So therefore, Lucy Lashae is who I became. Blue Collar World, so my name not the same. Some lyrics in another song that's not on this podcast, but we'll be cool. We're gonna go ahead and with the Street Code. Yeah. Every now and then, it's called respect. Remix. Let's get it. Respect the street code. We got your little baby. They call me First Lady. Remix while I'm geeking. The remix with the feature. Respect the street code. We out your little baby. They call me First Lady. Shout out to the borough. My people. Sequel. Real people. East to west. Let that rest. Remixing the sound. Hard for the team, manifesting our dreams. We own our own, and we set the amount. Dough in the back, and it's collecting real fast. My birthday, Memorial Day. Stash. Hey. The engineer ain't want to give out. I know he rocking with that. Heard that jam right there. It was at a Radio Ready, I think in May. That was my first time hitting the stage, being in Charlotte, and being just in this COVID season. What have you done in this COVID season? I know during my quarantine, I use my time wisely, and it has definitely been received by the world. So at least Charlotte, but the world is next. Yeah, Charlotte, Greensboro, everybody underway. Yeah. So with Street Code, used to be in the office, and yeah, it was just like one of my coworkers was like, yeah, you got a nice little rap flow. They need to respect the street code. First Lady. I was like, you know what? I'm about to turn that into a song. So shouts out to the guy that was in the office that led me to make this song. You better believe when I get that first single deal, I got to cut you in. I'm going to be true to my word because you definitely gave me some powerful lyrics. So me being a motivator, I want to shout out Greensboro, all that killing, and really not only Greensboro, North Carolina. Let's stop the killing. Put them damn guns down. Go to a gun range. Get it off. Like, protect yourself by any means necessary at home. Self-defense. Let's not, you get what I'm saying, take anger out into the world. We're trying to be, you get what I'm saying, peaceable and live long life and longevity. So if you have mental health issues, then definitely reach out with your girl, because I can get you can send some help in some ways that you don't even understand. Music is therapy, and it helped me just release. Man, every time I get off the stage, I'm ready to either book another show, get into the studio, do a podcast. I mean, it propels you to move forward. The frequency is real. Like, it's like a gym with your voice, your words. Your words produce movement. You get what I'm saying? And if you're not talking anything positive, then whatever you're rapping about, you're probably going to live it. And that's, a scary thing to do. Don't rap about nothing crazy and then be dead tomorrow just because you didn't understand the power of your words, your voice. You get what I'm saying? It's an instrument. People are rich off it for a reason. Because if I can pass off positive energy, it's more infectious to the world. Anyway, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. We're gonna get into this next one, which is the come up. Hey, now this one, I like this one because little booties matter and I'm proud of my butt. So shouts out to all the little booty people. I was going to call y'all itches, but we ain't on that vibe today. Boss chicks, you get what I'm saying? Little booties matter. I know Bia said, I love that verse from Bia. The bodega. What she say? I got my body done, so I'm done up. However, you gotta, you get what I'm saying, feel about yourself, ladies, do it. But I don't need all that because God bless me and my body already done up. You know, chicks try to look like the little booties matter chicks. So yeah, we're gonna get into this next mix. It's called the come up. Huh. I know y'all wanna jam with me out there. That's how I be when I be in these clubs. I see one head bounced in, 2 heads bounced in, 3 heads bounced in, 40 heads bounced in, 50 heads bouncing in to go like this, huh? But some headphones, a pen, a mic, and a dream, like that's what we supposed to do. Sit in the booth and record the truth. Live the black queens with a dream. Kick around since the age of 13, like on the track and deliver the truth. Didn't have a thing but some headphones, a pen and a mic and a dream, like sit in the booth and record the truth with a dream. The age of 13, like on the track. I remember rocking with my radio, grab my Walkman when it's time to go. COVID-19, we started new things with bring a whole new rings. Me and my man kick in the flow. If I'm not with him, usually solo. Pause. You know I'm with my team, a team of queens, and we all getting cream. Switched up my flow cause my dough was green. Switched up my wig, no identity. Switched up my whip, it's a whole new drip. Got another comma, don't bring me no drama. I come from an era, you don't talk about my mama. I stay down to come up. My cup runneth over, run it up. Little booties matter, I'm proud of my butt, huh? So yeah, I performed that. Let me see. First radio ready, but what happened was my time ran out, right? Because I was sipping. So we had like 5 minutes. My ass got up there and talked for like 3. And then still had to, you get what I'm saying, put on the show. So what happened was I did my first 2 tracks. Then I was winded like a mug. And DJ CP, shout out to CP3, the People's Champ. Definitely a dope DJ down here. He boop, 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 cut the track. So your girl had to come in there. Switched up my dough cause my growth, hold on. Switched up my flow cause my dough was green. Switched up my wig, no identity. Switched up my whip, it's a whole new drip. Got another comma, don't bring me no drama. I come from an era, you don't talk about my mama. I stayed down to come up. My cup runneth over, it runneth up. Little booties matter, I'm proud of my butt. And the crowd went crazy. Then he played the DMX after that. Stop, drop, shut him down, open up, stop. R.I.P. to DMX. I really, you get what I'm saying, learned a lot from him. So I started to take on fasting before shows. Really taking the time to exercise your craft. Sometimes I go to karaoke with DJ Cherokee down at Peter's Spot on a Thursday just to go and sing. And I've been born by the river. That's vocal coaching. You know, you got to teach yourself how to, you know, exercise your muscles. That's going to continue to make you money. Like I said, I ain't going to talk your head off. But this next track we getting into, now I done sat on this thing for 9 years. Shouts out to Simply Successful ENT for definitely encouraging a girl at Radio Ready Boot Camp last month on, why ain't you remaking this track? Oh, I ain't remaking it because I don't know who the producer was. I was under a different manager. And when I asked for things, once things were not going, you get what I'm saying, in a harmonious way, when we had to break apart, I didn't receive some things that I should have received as, you get what I'm saying, an artist. So I technically advise you guys in your independent artist stage to please control all of your own music and don't let nobody steal your files. You gotta learn how to copyright the stuff. You gotta learn how to register this stuff. A timestamp exists for a reason. So if you have that, then you're pretty much safe in this game. If not, I done seen some crazy and ugly things, like real ugly. But we're not gonna get into all that because I ain't trying to pass that negative energy. So what we're gonna do is, before we get into Boss Chicks, I had an engineer and a producer recreate this track and modernize it. And then what I did was elevated my lyrics and modernized it. So therefore, it was a thing for Radio Ready last month. Oh no, Saturday, which is July. It was in July. Radio Ready July. That's what we're gonna coin it as. But it was at the Curry Court. And Jackie Curry was there. And your girl just felt like making a theme song to, you know, support independent artists and their platforms. So thank everybody that was involved at that Radio Ready event. And let's get into this. Huh? They say they wanna. They say they want a boss chick, not a sidekick, basic, pull her own weight, 3 points, Mavericks, trending topic, hashtag classic MVP, cash, Celtics, boss chicks, not a sidekick, basic, pull her own weight, 3 points, Mavericks, trending topic, hashtag classic MVP, cash, Celtics. Started out in LA, All-Star Weekend with Lucy, Lashae, and 5 of my girlfriends. We outspend. Never try to offend. Single, independent, looking for some merging. Love a swagger. No need to pretend. It's not a downtrend. Uptrend. Mansion. Can't believe it. Ask me, was I sexing? Not a sidekick, basic. 3 points, Mavericks. Hashtag MVP, cash, Celtics. 3 points. Hashtag cash, Celtics. Alright, so yeah, I really got to bring the stage performance, you get what I'm saying? I really immersed myself into that track so much that after I did it, I kind of like isolated myself from the world just to, you get what I'm saying, understand how I was going to bring this vision out. Well, Lucy Lashae never really danced with no dancer, so I asked on Facebook for a dancer. Ask and you shall receive. I definitely got one of them things. And thank you, My Life as a Dancer. You can follow her on Instagram. She definitely gave the hip-hop feel. I'm not trying to downplay anybody that shakes their booty, twerk for money. But you get what I'm saying? We got enough female MCs out here pushing that message. And I'm not trying to do that. I will keep up on the lyrical content. I look at myself as I will relate myself to like a Queen Latifah, the Brat, Eve, you know, I'm really like raw and real. Lady Rage, I rock this stuff with my Afro Pro Rage. So y'all gotta understand, the artist, if I'm using it as therapy, I need to get my aggression out. You get what I'm saying? So shouts out to Simply Successful ENT, Radio Ready for allowing me to really, you get what I'm saying, get this one off. I had a Larry Bird green Celtics jersey, my little hat on, Celtics hat. It was on a basketball court. You know, I presented some merchandise to the Curry family. It was just an overall, like, great experience. Shout out to all the artists that are loyal to the Radio Ready stage. The reason I shot them out so much is because it took one show. And I've been on the stage ever since. I've had like, I would say 8 to 12 shows since May. So I'm working on my resume. And it has me, you get what I'm saying, being able to party with Vianetta. Shots out to Vianetta. Lituations on what? A Friday be lit every week. Y'all do that. So I think we're about to take a pause at this point so that we can kind of revamp some things, come back, and close this thing out. All right? I appreciate y'all rocking with your girl, Lucy Lashae, Jess, and Rob. Is it right? Yes. It's been so much love. I think we definitely got enough footage to last us for the next 2 years. But this is how we supposed to do it. I'm plugging in. Now, if you in that club and you got them wireless mics and you got like 4, 5 wireless mics on and your staff all over the place, I'm going to need y'all to turn the mics off. Because y'all creating feedback and these other artists don't know what that noise is. Y'all know what that is. And I just did it and I created it. And I'm embarrassed in the studio. Because I got technical training and I know my ass shouldn't have put no headphones on top of a microphone. But it's real. I love my podcast. You get what I'm saying? I'll bring some artists back next week. I would name drop, but I ain't gonna do that. Cause y'all, I'm setting y'all up for greatness. I'm gonna let everybody do their drops and I'm gonna put these over here. All right.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're live?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Grindhouse Studios is where it's at. Yeah.
Thank you, Jess.